God, I pray that this video would be helpful to someone out there. I pray that I would speak from just a pure heart, just honest. Pray for everyone that's listening and watching, that they would hear the words and be encouraged, and that just good would come out of it. I have a really hard time being proud of myself. That's taken most of my life to figure out how to be okay with being proud of myself. There's two main reasons I think that I really struggle with this. Number one, I grew up in an environment that kind of just expected excellence, rarely celebrated excellence, or rarely celebrated me for just doing basic things, little things, doing well in school or doing well in sports or whatever. And so it kind of was just an expectation of this is what you're supposed to do. Like, why do you want a cookie? You know, if you've done something well. But it was also very quick to criticize when I didn't do something perfect. I remember being in high school. I got, for most of my life, I had like straight A's for the most part. And then I remember one time in high school, I had my Spanish class. I was like probably one of the top students in my Spanish class, but for whatever reason, my teacher, Senior Ellsworth, he just like inputted grades wrong, and it showed up as a C on my report card or whatever it was. My mom freaked out. I remember her freaking out, and I remember I freaked out because I was like, I know that I have an A in this class, and you're freaking out because I have a C, and you've never said anything about good job for getting an A, but when I get a C, that's when you like freak out on me. I went and talked to my teacher, Senior Ellsworth, and he like was just like, oh, my bad. Fixed it. But yeah, I remember thinking as a kid that you just have to be kind of perfect. You have to excel in everything, and then you're not gonna be celebrated for that. That's just what you have to do. So that was a really big reason that it was hard for me to be proud of myself. The second reason, I grew up just always hearing like being like proud or prideful is like the worst. Don't be prideful, don't be cocky, don't be arrogant. And so the idea of being proud of yourself, I associated that automatically with being arrogant. By the way, forgot about this. This little plastic medal, the reason why I'm even talking about this today is I won a pickleball tournament on Saturday. It was a dumb little pickleball tournament, but I actually, it felt really good. It meant a lot to me. And as I was driving home, it was me and this guy named Jeremy. He's like 51 years old. We played in this tournament together. I actually just like, we were talking about how it felt good to win this dumb little tournament. And it was super special to me because I feel like I actually celebrated and enjoyed it more than I had some of like my bigger accomplishments in my life. And I think it's because I am becoming more aware of just being okay, being proud of myself. So going back to number two, this idea of false humility, that like you can't ever accept somebody celebrating you. So for me, you know, like I said before, I excelled at a lot of things in my life, and people would tell me, great job, or you're doing this or that, outside of my family, I mean. But I would like always brush it off, you know, and always be like, two things I would do. I would either be like, well, I didn't do this right. You know, I may have won, but I could have done better. That mindset of could have done better was so often something that I would do. And then the other side of that was that I would just dismiss, I would just dismiss people's encouragement or their celebration of me, and I could never be proud of myself. And it was false. What I learned is that's false humility, because it's actually pride to say, no, only I get to determine what is worth celebrating. Like, you can't tell me that I did something good and it mean anything because your opinion is invalid. Only I get to determine that validity, and at the end of the day, that's just pride. So I feel like as I've gotten older, I've started to be able to look at myself and be like, okay, I can be proud of what I've accomplished. I was journaling this morning, and like I shared before, the last couple of weeks were pretty hard, just in the sense that I feel like I've been more focused on the areas of my life that aren't going the way I want, and I've been pretty down about it. But this morning I journaled kind of like a lot, actually. But I just took like probably 30 minutes, and I just wrote in the last year and a half, and I just started writing, here's all these things that have happened. Here's all the things, specifically even in business, because business is where I've been feeling like I've been really failing. And with God, I was just writing these things. And after about 30 minutes, I was like, dang, like we've done so much and we've progressed so far. I just haven't been able to see it. And again, I go back to a lot of that being, I struggle to be aware and take pride or be proud of what I've done. The other part, the last thing, there's first two, the last thing that I think has kept me from really being able to like take joy in things that I've done in my life is this false belief about God, that God just is this like obsessive person that has to have all the credit and doesn't want to give me any credit. Like, literally my entire life, so much of what I believe was that anything good was from God, which I believe that still today, anything good is from God, but then everything bad is from me. And then there's nothing that I can do inherently by myself that is good. And it was just a false belief about God. And this is how God actually exposed that false belief in me. He actually exposed it through teaching me and starting to help me see what a really good father is like a literal father, like a human father. And I started as he started showing me this, I started seeing it all around the world, and I would see it in different videos. And there's one specific video that I want to play that to me is such a picture of God's heart towards his sons, namely me, namely you, man, out there watching. So I want to play this video, and I want you to just watch this.
This young baseball player was playing baseball with his dad when he hit his first home run.
I want to just see the original video. I don't want to see somebody else's. Here we go. God, I love that video. I love that video so much, and this is why. That child would not be there if it wasn't for the dad. He wouldn't have a baseball bat if it wasn't for his dad. He wouldn't be standing on that field if it wasn't for his dad. He wouldn't even have the strength to hit the ball because he wouldn't have food. He wouldn't have all these things if it wasn't for his dad. But when he hits the home run and his dad starts celebrating at the very end, the dad says to him, "You did it. You did it. You did it. You did it." That to me is such a beautiful picture of God's heart. It's like, yes, God has provided me with my life, and he's given me my breath, and he's given me my strength, my athleticism. He's kept me healthy. He's done all these things for me. But what he doesn't do, this is, okay, let's say it this way. My entire life, if I was in this position, my view of God is I hit the home run and I start to get happy, and the dad says, whoa, 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 chill out. Like, you can't get happy. Like, I'm the one who got you here. I gave you the bat. I gave you this. I taught you that. Like, you should be coming to me and thanking me. That's kind of how I viewed God my entire life. And just imagine, literally, if that's what happened in that video. People would look at that video and be like, that is a terrible dad. People would be like roasting this dad for just like being all about him and blah, 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 right? The reason this video is so popular is because of how the dad responded. You see God's heart in this father with this son. And that is how God is with me. And that is how God is with you. Like yes, he blessed you, and he, like, without him giving you life, you'd have nothing. But just as that dad is so proud of that son for hitting that home run, for getting out there and trying, like, because that's just one video, but I'm sure there's thousands of times where that kid just swung and missed. By the time he hit it, he celebrates him, and he is so proud of him. And that is when it all started to shift for me, is that, like, really recognizing that God is proud of me for the littlest of things that I'm able to do. That's when I started to be like, okay, I can feel good about myself when I do something well, because I have a father, a good father who loves me and is proud of me. So it's actually less about me being proud of me and more of me accepting how proud God is of me. And so, yeah, that's just what I really wanted to share with you guys today. Yeah, I feel like it was just a beautiful picture. I'm wearing this stupid little plastic medal. But whereas in the past, I would have just like thrown this plastic thing away immediately and not cared. I'm wearing it because I'm like, it's just reminding me today that God cares about the little things, and he's proud of me for the little steps that I take. And yeah, I just wanted to encourage you, guys, what do you resonate with that? For those who understand or feel what I feel, like, can you accept God being proud of you, or can you feel proud of yourself? And if not, why? Let me know what you think. Yeah, thanks for watching the video, and be strong and courageous. You got this.